What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Today I want to talk about Vivica Fox and her recent interview where she talked about wanting marriage at 60 years old. So I'm going to go ahead and cover that today, and I'm going to really just kind of use Vivica Fox as like a microcosm for just women in general nowadays, the modern woman.
Exactly.
And
What are you
so-
looking for at this stage, this point?
A partner.
Yeah.
And when I say a partner, I want someone that's going to be fun.
Yeah.
That's not intimidated by who and what I am.
Yes. Yeah.
That likes to travel.
Yeah.
Going to let me go shopping.
Yeah. Yes.
I feel like you just spoke it into existence.
I hope so, girlfriend.
I feel like you
So
just spoke-
and I'm taking applications.
Oh,
so
you know,
if you got
I-
a friend.
okay,
I'm
Okay,
good.
we'll be all. We'll
and
all
I
be
don't
on the hunt.
discriminate. He can be. I'm not against different nationalities. Then you know that too.
Where she was talking about how she wants to find this man who likes to do all these things. And it's kind of funny that she's looking for that now. She's looking to settle down now at age 60, because when she was younger and when she was hotter, things like that, she was more interested in her career. Okay. And that's what I have seen with a lot of different women who are more career oriented. And what tends to happen is they run out of time. They think when they're younger, they're going to go ahead and, focus on this career. And then later on in life, they'll go ahead and get married and have a family and things like that. Now, as far as Vivica is concerned, she started out in Indianapolis and she moved out to Hollywood because she wanted to pursue the Hollywood dream, and she was really career oriented. She started out in soap operas, and she moved into TV with roles in like Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Then she got on to different roles like Independence Day, Set It Off, Soul Food. She was in a lot of great movies, and she was actually a very attractive woman. I mean, I thought Vivica Fox was very attractive when I was a young man. And, back then she was probably in her early 30s at that point when she was starting to, hit her stride in Hollywood. And, in other interviews that she's talked about, she talked about when she met her first husband, she just really wanted to get married just because she thought it was something that she wanted to do. She wanted the wedding, but she didn't want to actually pursue the marriage, And another thing was that particular man that she married, I don't think he had the status that she was looking for, because she was already well into her career and a famous actress at that point. And he was, at the time, he was just a singer that nobody really knew. So I think that, she had this idea of marriage, and she wanted that wedding like a lot of women want nowadays. They want to be the princess for the day. And she even said this in an interview on Vlad TV, is that she didn't want, she wanted to, be the princess for the day, and she got that, but she didn't really know him. And over time, what she got tired of is what she said in her words, is paying all the bills. So what tends to happen a lot of times with women who are very career oriented is that the men who are in their caliber, or who are willing to actually, choose them, is not the man that they actually want. And that tends to cause problems in the long run because they don't feel, or they feel like they're actually settling for this man. Okay. So eventually, she gets divorced from him, and then she continues on in her career. But once she finds a guy that she actually wants in 50 Cent, she actually said that she loved 50 Cent. He had the status, he had the money, he was younger than her. But by this time, she's probably around 40 years old, and she doesn't have any kids or anything like that. And I've seen that so much in my own personal life. I've seen where women that I went to high school with college with, at the age that I'm at now, 43 years old, a lot of times what you see is, when you realize when you get to this age, is that those women who focused on their career, and you look around, and next thing you know, you're like, such and such, they never had a baby. And it's like, now at this point, it's too late if that's something that they wanted to do. You know, being a person who has children, it comes with its, you know, its challenges, but I couldn't imagine like going throughout my whole entire life and then not having children. Okay. Because not only do a lot of these career oriented women not have children, a lot of them don't end up, you know, married. And, you know, in this clip here, I'm about to show you with Vivica Fox is where she started to discuss the death of Kevin Samuels. And Kevin Samuels' main message was to, you know, choose who's basically someone who's going to love you for you. Don't be concerned about the money necessarily. If a man is hardworking and he respects you, he loves you, you may be wanting to expand your pool of what you're looking for. Maybe he doesn't have those you know, maybe he's not 6 feet tall. Maybe he doesn't make six figures and he doesn't have a six pack, but he's in the range of somebody who's willing to care for you and love you. But a lot of times women, they want the man with the status. They want the man with the money. And that's what Kevin Samuels actually preached to the Black community, especially. He preached, you know, keeping your family together and joining with someone in a marriage to build something together. But of course, they demonized Kevin Samuels for preaching that message because of some of the salacious, you know, clips that he put out.
I'm telling you what they want, and you're still saying, yeah, but I want them. They don't want you.
But I have been working on myself this year and booking your...
Okay, ma'am, but okay. 35, 13-year-old son with a sketchy father. Why would a man who's in the top 10% of earners, who women across the country want that?
In this clip I want you to take a look at, Vivica Fox really kind of talked about the karma that Kevin Samuels came across at the end of his life. The ironic part about this clip, though, is that it seems like Vivica Fox is receiving some karma as well, because she's out here single and by herself. So take a look at this clip, and then I'll come back and we'll go ahead and finish up the video.
One of his last statements that he said was that if you're over 38 and you haven't married or something like that, that you're no good and disposable. To me, it was a shock jock. And, you know, I hope this is teaching folks a lesson about the karma that you put out, the negativity that you put out in the world, that when karma comes knocking at your door, she might not be so kind. So, you know, the fact that he killed over real quick and was supposedly with a woman.
All right, so you saw that, and in that clip, you know, she talked about how Kevin Samuels was preaching against women who were over the age of, she said 38, and weren't married and didn't have kids. And Kevin Samuels compared them to leftover women and things like that. But once again, his overall message was kind of lost in the media's depiction of him. And she fell into that. And around this same time, it seemed like a lot of women were celebrating the death of Kevin Samuels. Okay. And that's kind of where Vivica Fox started to kind of show some different type of colors to me. Now, in the past, I had seen where she had been a little sassy, and I seen that kind of attitude that she had, you know, obviously as a successful actress. You know, she's going to probably, she's not going to really be too agreeable with a spouse, maybe, because especially if you don't have the status that she has, if you don't have the money that she has, she's not going to be as agreeable. And that's not conducive to a relationship when you're dealing with an actual man. Okay. Now a beta male might be willing to accept all of that, but you know, if it's a alpha male, he may not be willing to put up with that type of disagreeable type of attitude that probably Vivica Fox actually displays. Now, when she was on the Hoda Kotb show, she said that she was very picky, and that's one of the reasons why she's still single. But now what has happened is, obviously, she's still not that young, 30, even at 40, she was very attractive. She's going on 60 years old at this point, and the dating pool is probably a little bit slimmer.
Else you're wanting? Are you dating?
Yeah.
How's it going?
I'm wanting to date.
Yeah.
It's limited resources out there, right?
Yes.
Because I'm not getting on an app.
No, why? You're just not into
I'm
it.
old fashioned. I'm like, I need to meet you and sparks happen and stuff like that. Because I just believe people make up stories saying who and what they are.
A lot of the men who probably are in the caliber that she wants is already married. And then also, too, the men who are her age, they probably been divorced maybe once, maybe twice, and they're probably looking for someone younger at this point. So Vivica Fox, once again, I respect her talent. I respect, her body of work. And I still think she's a beautiful black woman. But for the women who are watching this, who are younger, I want to say this because, like I said, she's just a microcosm of the modern woman at this point. And I want you guys to really learn from Vivica Fox is that she waited too long. She thought that she could push this marriage thing out and she could work it out later. But, when she was younger, she focused on her career, which is fine. But you can do two things at once. You can focus on your career and you can try and bring on someone to build with in a marriage as well. She didn't do that, so good luck to her. But I appreciate you guys tuning in to the end. Please subscribe to the channel, like this video, and I will see you in the next one.